wins over Schwab the last 2 times they've wrestled. 2 years ago right here, double overtime, he won. Here we come. Here comes Schwab looking for a little rematch. The national champion and #1 ranked undefeated Hawkeye going up against Betz from Penn State.
Betz comes out always real strong. At least he did 2 years ago. He redshirted last year. He has 2 wins over Schwab, but both of them were 2 years ago.
14-1's Betz's record. He's from Muncie, Pennsylvania. He's a senior going up against the junior from Osage, Doug Schwab.
Another undefeated wrestler. Had one go down by a #1 rated wrestler, though. Tough match.
We've had some good matches tonight, none better than the one we just saw, and we're going to be treated to some tough wrestling here between Betz and Schwab.
Kind of feeling each other out a little bit. Both strong wrestlers. Betz is known for controlling the ties. He's looking for them underhooks.
Both wrestlers very strong. Coaches think that Betz probably pound for pound the strongest wrestler on the team, and he's a 3-year dual meet starter and 3-time NCAA tournament qualifier.
He's in position. He's a little bit
center, guys, center.
A little bit off balance there when he comes in with the leg trip or the leg block or the leg sweep, whatever he's trying to set up there with double unders.
Circle.
Schwab might be a little bit stronger than he was 2 years ago, being a freshman, and the confidence of being a national champion and the #1 ranked wrestler this year. Schwab has been pushed this year, though. Starting to make a little bit more advancement here. 1 minute 16 left in the first period.
Well, at this point, you expect the Penn State wrestlers to stay in there and fight. We've had 8 matches. They've fought hard. Iowa's come out on top in all but 2 of them, but they've been some hard-fought matches all the way up and down the line. Score 0-0 here with a minute left in the first period between Betz and #1 ranked Schwab.
Schwab does not let him. He's getting in deep situations with those underhooks, which is kind of dangerous. Betz is probably using a lot of energy, though.
Center.
I think as the match goes along here, without Betz getting early control, it's probably given Schwab a little bit of confidence.
Well, I've yet to see in any match that I've seen Schwab wrestle anybody stay with him energy-wise all the way. Beautiful
tap the head, great setup, reaction, head straight up, and put it on him.
Textbook takedown, according to Coach Gable. Tap to the head, in for the takedown, right at the end of the period. You can't do it any better than that. It's 2-0 for Mark Schwab, or for Doug Schwab, his brother Mark, an All-American at UNI. Look at that.
And he picks him up off the feet and covers the far side. Couldn't get better.
A training tape right there. It's a young man with a great attitude, isn't it?
It certainly has, and that's why he went from, as a freshman, not placing in the NCAAs to the national champ in 1 year.
Bottom man gets set.
Big one right here at Carver Hawkeye Arena as Oklahoma State comes to visit. We need your support next week. The Hawkeyes against the Cowboys. Iowa, Oklahoma State. A week from tonight, right here at Carver Hawkeye.
Doug Schwab on top. The Penn State wrestler chooses down. That's Jason Betz against Doug Schwab. The score is 2-0 in favor of Schwab, and he's starting to put a tough ride on Betz, but Betz comes out and gets the escape.
I wouldn't play up there with Betz just because he likes them upper body positions. I would continue to leg tackle and move him, keep him off balance, keep him out of his position.
There's some additional scores.
He's doing a good job, except he's hanging there. That's
circle.
where Betz is probably familiar with that area a little bit.
Down at Champaign after 9 matches, Illinois ahead 23-9 over Michigan, and in Minnesota, the 12-6, a little comeback by Wisconsin there after 5 matches.
Schwab's starting to pick it up a little bit. Betz isn't working quite as hard as he was early in the match. He's still moving pretty well. He's just not getting those tie-ups quite as much as he did in the first minute of the match. Not a lot of attempts,
Action, guys,
real
action.
attempts, been one. And Schwab scored on that. There's a nice shot by Schwab, and
Still
he's
neutral.
in a position to score,
Still
but Betz
neutral.
is doing a good job of cutting the corner, hanging on a
Still
little bit there.
neutral.
What Schwab need to do here
Schwab
to complete
needs
it?
Still
to
neutral.
come across the far side and roll it,
Still neutral.
or if he needs to scoot his hips to the side
Still
to where he
neutral.
can bring his head up higher into
Still neutral.
the navel area, so he can get his head out to the rib.
Still
He's gonna
neutral.
have to almost let go of one of the one foot and be able
Still
to
neutral.
get square stance. I believe it's close.
Working his way up.
He's working his way up, but
Betz doing
not
a nice
sure.
job,
Yeah.
keeping pretty close.
There he gave it. There he gave it. And one count, not two.
And just like you called it, he worked his way up, up the chest, and he got 2 points, and now he's
Easy. Hustle back. Hustle back. You're down, Red. Hustle back.
saying, you know, I don't want to
Hustle back. Bottom man gets
have
set.
what happened that happened 2 years ago when I'm
Gets
freshman.
set.
I'm not a freshman anymore. I'm a national champion. That's what Doug Schwab's thinking. What are you thinking, Jim Gibbons?
Get your set.
I think the thing is forgotten about Doug Schwab. You know, he's won a national championship as a sophomore, but, you know, he came out of the state of Iowa as not really one of these top recruits. He wasn't necessarily a blue chipper. Won a state championship his senior year and struggled really before that. So he's had a vast amount of improvement in this program.
Green takes neutral.
He certainly has, and he's got a lot of success in front of him, because one thing about Doug Schwab is he's not going to stop working. He works hard, as you saw in Off the Mat feature. He works hard on the mat, off the mat, every aspect of his wrestling game. And a little blood here, and we're coming back now. Now it's 4-1. Start of the third period.
Thank you.
This is Schwab's period, usually.
Both up, guys.
It always has been.
Still neutral.
They started neutral.
It's taking him a little bit of too much time to be able to finish this particular
Still neutral.
shot. Betz is doing a good job of hanging
Still
on.
neutral.
Wasting a lot
Schwab
of
trying
time
to,
here.
trying again to work his way up.
Last time he put him on his back and tried to pin him, and that's what is going to make the difference right there.
And that opens it up, and Betz gives it up
And
for a takedown.
He had a Turk, but he came out of it, so.
2 points, takedown, to score 6-1 in
He's
favor
going to get
of
right
Schwab.
in time here in about 5 seconds. I got a feeling he's not going to stick with him in riding. I have a feeling he's going to let him go, probably.
And he does.
One red.
I don't think he knew that the minute was there either, but
Stay in there. Stay in there.
still a minute 10 to go. He's tied up in an underhook. He's going to have to get out of there. Betz needs to control and move. If he wants to get back in this, he has to have the
1
next
minute.
takedown.
1
This
minute
is where
left in
Schwab
the match.
usually starts turning it on. Betz is a strong kid.
Yeah, he doesn't give you many opportunities to get in. You gotta move him like Schwab's doing. Score 6-2 in favor of Schwab. In on
Another
the leg.
shot. Another
And-
takedown. I don't think he's going to ride him very
He's
long.
on top. Still green. Still
He's
green.
going to call him for stalling, I think.
One red. Warning red. Easy. Warning red. Stay in here, red. Go hustle back. Come on.
Jason
What
Betz
happened there?
warned
I'm not
for
sure.
Hustle back.
Did escape
escape and then
it
warned him.
Okay. There's another shot. Now he's a little bit high there. A little bit high, looking for the lateral. There's Schwab, a little bit high. Another takedown.
2 more, big. 13 seconds
seconds
left.
to go. I
10
think
to
he's gonna
3,
ride him out,
riding
probably.
time. It's going to be a major decision
Yeah.
if he does, Dan.
Right, and I think that's okay.
That's one red. Unsportsmanlike conduct. One red.
They
What
call,
Hustle
Doug
back.
Schwab got a little
Well,
excited there.
it's gonna have to let him go.
Yep.
Still won't make any difference.
Green. We don't need that. Bottom man
Yeah,
gets-
it would.
Two star
If he lets him go and
bottom.
takes him down, he'll still get the
One
major.
red.
And there it is.
And he's not going to get it though.
Easy guys. Easy guys.
Riding time, 11-5.